Hey guys, Centauran here, and welcome to another episode of Timelord of Azeroth. Today we are at Orebor Harborage, and we are going to just run through all of these quests quick as can be.
We survived.
The small band of broken you see here is a mission from a larger settlement in the ground. The Chromie? Let's try this again. The small band of broken you see here is a mission from a larger settlement in the ground. The Chromie, as we call ourselves, are broken, who desire to reunite with our Draenei brothers. My group has come here to strengthen Chromie ties to the Draenei of Telrador. If the Angorish ogres have their way, this temple will not stand much longer. They have cleared the Wenbog of its towering mushrooms and draw ever closer to our refuge. If you could call yourself a friend, aid us in fighting this enemy.
Peace for you.
Okay, we're going to take this one first. They are right outside. We just need 5 shaman and 10 ogres. We have got to reclaim some energy. And as can be expected, I did not clear out my bags off camera, as I said I would in the last Alliance episode. Now, the unfortunate thing about the way we're doing this is that all of these ogre quests really should culminate in going to Blade's Edge. My understanding of it is that these are ogres from Blade's Edge, and they're encroaching south into Zangarmarsh. But only in so much as they are coming from the area up. Yeah, I know you can't see my mouse. Up to the left, where the that island is in the northeast. That's where they're coming from, but that's after. Like, that would be part of Blade's Edge in theory. But the thing that's really kind of upsetting about that is that it's going to be a little while before we're in Blade's Edge. Now, in the order of things that we're doing things, the Horde has already dealt with the ogres here.
What do you need, stranger? Peace for you.
The Angorish threat is contained for the moment, but I'm certain they won't give up that easily. I've forgotten many things since the end of my life as a Draenei. The stubbornness of the ogres is an enduring memory.
You come back sometime.
The centerpiece of any ogre tribe is its leader, and without leadership, the Ogorish organization will disappear, and they'll resort to infighting to determine who will lead next. Although we've seen the great ogres out and about in this area, I don't know why that. Although we've seen the ogres out and about in this area, their true strength is concentrated in their Angorish stronghold to the northwest. It's located in a cave on a small island connected to the marsh by a fallen mushroom. Go there and defeat Overlord Gorefist. That should provide us with a well-deserved respite.
So long. See you.
So we're going to combine a couple of things here because we're headed that way anyway.
Live another day.
The Chromie and the Draenei don't always see eye to eye, particularly on the issue of the Lost Ones. We are connected to help the Lost Ones who seek us out, but we won't pursue them. Some Draenei are intent on redeeming them all. However, there are times even the Lost Ones go too far, such as the Daggerfen. In their village to the west, they dabble in poisons and deceit, arts that come unnaturally to us. We must put an end to this before the vile Daggerfen can extend their influence.
Go on then.
There's a wanted poster here for Cheap Mamaki, leader of the foul and degenerate Lost One tribe of the Daggerfen, for his brutal attacks against the Orebor Harborage. The chieftain and his band of assassins are responsible for the deaths of numerous Chromie and Draenei, and should be approached by seasoned combatants. Travelers are advised to avoid the Daggerfen area, or village area, to the west of Orebor Harborage. To claim the bounty, present proof of the chieftain's demise to Akutai. And that will bring us here also. Secrets of the Daggerfen. Bugs. The marsh is full of them, and my companions here seem obsessed with them. Well, I've had it. I've had it with the bugs. Somehow, they're more intriguing. Something far more intriguing has captured my interest. To the west, there's a village of lost ones who call themselves the Daggerfen. The whole tribe consists of highly specialized assassins. I've noticed them mixing and using particularly potent kind of poison. I'm dying to know more about the poison, but that's going to require a copy of the recipe and a sample vial.
See you later. Safe travels.
What is... Oh, no time for curiosities of breadcrumb. That's right. So we have a lot... I don't think we've ever taken 4 quests at once. But everything is on the way to the other. So we have all the Daggerfen stuff. Now we've this was the Horde did all of this 2 episodes ago. That would have been on Sunday. Sunday's episode, the Horde did all of this. They didn't do the poison. The poison's new. The Horde had a different quest line for that. If I remember I recorded a few days ago, but the quest line, I think, was providing murlocs here. There was one near me. Huh. I got stunned and nobody attacked. Don't know where that came from. No. Oh, those are good. That's a fun glitch. We have the recipe, we have the poison. And we have his totem as proof. So now all we need is 8 more. The Maulers? If I could do it without seeing an assassin, that would be great. Only because it's just annoying. We can pick up the other 3 on the way back. So we need maulers. Okay. So this is a bit different than the Horde quests. Am I too far? Did I go too far? I guess I did. Or at least the Horde had another quest where you were going for the Shadow Mages. I mean, I guess you kind of have to kill some anyway. And that was a problem that we had when I was doing the Horde side, was that I just had to wait too long for Shadow Mages. An axe. I'm still wondering if I should respec one of the characters. I don't know which one I would respec. I would respec out of marksman and go into survival. 'Cause survival seems like it's interesting at least. That took way more than I thought it was going to. We should easily be able to find one more mauler. I think there's one right near the entrance of this cave. This was actually much quicker than I thought it was going to be. Now we still do have to kill 3 more muck dwellers. That's all of them. Now we're going to check on something one more time. I had luck on my main hunter with this. And that was that a rare spawned up here. Doesn't look like we're getting that same luck with either of these hunters. Now, our next episode is actually going to be a very long one. The next 2 episodes should be very long. One on the Horde, one on the Alliance. And that is because we're going to try... I haven't done 2 dungeons in this zone. Both breadcrumbs I have, or... that'll be explained in the Horde episode. But the next 2 episodes should be long if I'm going to do solo raids.
Must not give up.
So you wish to claim the bounty on Chieftain Mamaki.
Luck to you.
Remarkable. There have been others who tried to claim the bounty, but they never returned. It's not hard to figure out what happened to them. I'm relieved that we'll no longer be troubled by Mamaki and his degenerates.
Roma. Excorta.
At last, you have our thanks for your help in securing our position at the Orebor Harborage. I will send word of your deeds to the Chromie city in Talar in the Grand. There will be many more opportunities for our people to work together.
Luck to you.
And that is our neutral.
Roma. Excorta.
You've done well, Zygon. The Daggerfen are beyond redemption by anyone's standards, but I am not certain that the Draenei would have acted with the proper speed in this situation.
Go on then.
You need something? Have a good one.
Did you search the Daggerfen village yield? Did your search of the Daggerfen village yield the information I need in order to get the bottom of the poison puzzle?
See you around.
They're using Ragvale as a base for the poison? No, that can't be right. Ragvale has no toxic properties. Including Ragvale in a poison is like a rogue wielding 2 maces. Sure, you can do it, but it isn't true to the essence of your calling. I just can't understand. I mean, thank you for fetching these for me. I'll try out the poison as soon as time permits.
Safe travels. See you around.
Now we have
What?
all of these. This is... let me look at this. We got 1, 2... 3... I think we can pick all of these up.
So long.
When I speak for the Draenei, When I speak to the Draenei, I often get the same sense that they consider themselves removed from their environment. Many seem to pity my brethren the Broken, who they say have lost something. We Broken may have lost our inclination towards the light, but our experiences have brought us closer to the land. My people see opportunities where few Draenei do. Take, for example, the venom of marshlight bleeders that live to the south and west. It has a wide variety of uses from hunting to healing.
You'll come back sometime. Luck to you.
Traveling through Naga-infested lands has shown me a cruel truth about how the less fortunate brethren are treated. Oop, hold on. We're going to try this again because my computer is doing a thing. Traveling through Naga-infested lands has shown me the cruel truth about how many less fortunate brethren are treated. At Marshlight Lake, to the southwest, I observed particularly malicious taskmaster playing a deadly game. He orders his slaves out to the islands in Marshlight Lake when he knows the Terror Claw, a great bogstroke, is ready to feed. I needn't describe what results. We are too few to take the Naga directly. We are too few to take the Naga on directly. We can deprive them of their amusement by killing their pets.
See you. Go on then.
One of the reasons Ikuti led us to Zangarmarsh was to help the lines of communication between the Draenei and the Chromie home city of Telar in Nagrand. In order for messengers to pass swiftly between Telar and Telrador, the roads must be secured. On our way here, we were attacked repeatedly by Marshfang Slicers. We were able to fight them off, but they would pose a formidable threat to a solitary messenger. Reducing their numbers will help ensure the safety of our messengers. That is 3 more quests. Oh, and we have a talent point I was ignoring. Go ahead and do that. You have one.
You find many things.
Makato can always see the Draenei approaching in his shiny armor from a mile away, even in this murky swamp. Makato wants to laugh at them, but then he remembers that they have been kind to the Chromie, and he wants to teach them about how Chromie make armor. Dark scaly hides of the Fenclaw Thrashers make some of the best armor Makato has ever worn. If Zygon can bring Makato some of these hides from the Fenclaw Thrashers deep in Serpent Lake, he'll be happy to share some of his armor. So we have 4 quests, and I don't normally take this many. I have today in 2 different lines, but this is a weirder episode, I'm gonna say. So we'll go basically just around like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 is how we're gonna do this. Now this isn't how I want these series to go, in a way of there's way too many threads going on here, but they don't really lead into anything. If I did one of these at a time, it would, but at the same time, that doesn't make a ton of sense. I've said this in several Horde episodes recently. Once we do hit the next 2 zones, once we hit Nagrand and Terakar, I'm changing the way we do the stories. And it's mostly due to the fact that I'm changing... the research I've done so far has all been on Wowpedia. And after this, for the next well, from now on, at least, as long as it works out the way I think it's going to, the website I'm using is Wowhead. And there's the way they lay out the quest is a little bit better. There's still some issues with things out of order, but as long as I'm looking at them, researching them, they will be fine. Yeah, so the way that I do this, or I did this for Hellfire Peninsula, and the way I did it for Sangremarsh is I used Wowpedia. I would basically look at their list of quests and how they were spread out, how by camps. So for Sangremarsh, it was Cenarian Outpost, or Cenarian Expedition, Swamp Rat Post, Teledor, separated like that. Then I would go through and just kind of, to the most part, guess. Wowhead actually has them in a single... What is attacking me? Oh, I'm still on an island. That's a problem. Not a big problem. It's annoying. Alright, whatever. So Wowhead has them separated in more of a storyline fashion, which is exactly how I want to do it. And it'll be more one quest at a time, as what I've been trying to do, as opposed to this where I gather up 3 or 4 quests at once. Now, I'm not just going down the list, because I have found in researching Nagrand that some of the quests in their storylines are out of order. And not even into a way that's just the wrong order for storyline. It's more in a way that's wrong. You can't get to the next quest until you complete other quests on the story. So they're putting it in an order that's more like, you know, if you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, but they're putting 4 before 2 and 3. So there is still some research that has to be done into it, and I'm going to have to keep an eye out for when those storylines happen like that, but I don't want to be this close to... Oh, I don't want you... Go away. I'm going to dismiss him. We do not need bear when we've got There's Aubergine right there. Now here... Here is an interesting scenario. We already have Count Ungula for the Horde quest lines. Do we pick him up for this one? Because we are going to do Cenarian Post, and we'll pick it up anyway. It's just a little bit extra. It's not necessary. The Horde were taking it because this bloody mandible comes from an unbelievably large creature. The nether raid that it belonged to has to be the largest ever seen in Zangarmarsh. Judging from the condition of the mandible, the Count must have been abandoned a diet of carrion in favor of living flesh. Surely the Cenarian expedition would be interested in such a specimen. Watcher Lesao has a small camp to the west of Quag Ridge. So we do have that. Do we? Am I spoiling? I think I'm spoiling the... No, this was in the last episode. Okay, so we do have that for the Horde side. And I think I'll just turn them into both because, as I said, it's really not important to... I mean, I'm trying to keep the story separate. It's just hard. It's mostly me complaining about me doing a ridiculous YouTube series. Okay, we're going to stay over here. I think I'll find more here than I will if I try to go out. Do we still have... No, I did that in that episode. That's right. So both the Horde and the Alliance have killed the same thing again. It happens, you know, especially with something like that where it's just a random hiccup. Now we just need to be careful going around Zabrajan. Don't want to get too close and get their guards on us. I've already had one dumb death that way on each character. I don't know if I have the power on Zygon that I do on Trophaeus. Something I want to look at. It's just really cool the way they kind of incorporate things like this tower does nothing. It serves no purpose beyond aesthetic and world building, kind of just being there, making the world look old. Now, it may have in The days of BC? Yeah, it may have actually done something. I have no idea. It's the graveyard. Ooh. See, that makes me want to go survival. It's seeing things like that. Picking up an axe that I can use in a level. I am not far off from being able to use that. But going survival and two-handing... being a little tanky hunter. That would... that just sounds like fun, honestly. Oh, did we get all of them? Oh, we got all... I missed it. We got that last one. Okay. And I think that actually brings an end to the episode. I think that's all of the quests that we had for that area. I feel no, we haven't really missed anything. The only quest lines that we're not doing in this chapters are don't eat those mushrooms was the horde, draining the marsh was the horde. I really thought this was going to be a much longer episode. Now, I know I've said that about the next 2 episodes, but the next 2 episodes are actually going to be longer episodes. Both of the next 2 episodes include dungeons, which is why they're going to be longer episodes, and one of them may include a raid. I have not figured that out yet. I hope to demonstrate the uses of bleeder venom to Anchorite Ahorn, and the others at Helrador. That's going to require me to double my supply. Thank you for bringing me this venom, Zygon. It will go a long way towards making my demonstration possible without depleting my personal stores. Oh, I didn't read that one. That's okay. Thank you, Zygon. Perhaps with the help of the Draenei, this marsh will one day be free of Naga. I can't imagine what it must be like to be forced to serve them. He doesn't want to talk about it often. Makatu was once a slave. Oh, I did not know that about Makatu.
Anything you like, you'll come back.
Does Zygon have hides for Makatu?
Go on then.
These are good hides, Makatu thinks. They will make very good armor. Who knows, there might even be enough left over for Makatu to make some armor for the Draenei.
You'll come back.
Last time Makatu was out hunting hydras for the hides at Serpent Lake, he was attacked by the biggest hydra he's ever seen. Makatu reaches for his spear, but it was too late. He had just enough time to escape becoming hydra food. Who knows, maybe next time Makatu not so lucky. Makatu wants to be there, so there won't be a next time. Will you help Makatu get his revenge on Magrash?
So long.
Maragesh? Okay, so this would be probably the last of these quests. And this is a really quick one. I'm a little upset there wasn't anything with these bog flare needlers. I kind of feel like that was a missed opportunity. wonder how far in the lake he's gonna follow me. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, I definitely don't hit as hard with Zygon as I do with Crephaeus. Because when I played with Crephaeus, that went down in like 2 hits. I think I even mentioned in the video that if this is like an impossible beast, something that's supposed to be hard to hunt, it should be hard to hunt. Not that that was any more difficult, it just took a little bit longer.
Something you like? See you.
Makatu is thankful for your help. Makatu's bride is satisfied. He will not be caught off guard again. We are going to go with that one, I guess. And that is where we are going to call it an episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one. This was a bit of a weird one, as Alliance episodes sometimes go. The last 2 have been kind of like this, where they've felt more like cleanup episodes than storyline episodes. Next one, we head south. We're going to turn in the Mandible and start Cenarian post stuff. That'll actually be, we're going to be doing 2 Alliance episodes in a row, because I have to figure out the Horde side of this, and that will be explained in the Horde episode, so be sure to check that out. If you like what you've seen, please like, subscribe, and do all the YouTube things, and I will see you in the next one.